everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Uni and I love making art in my own style. On my channel, I show you the complete process of creating my drawings and paintings, talk about art supplies and share inspiration, advice and tips with you. If you love art like I do and want to have a good time creating together with me, subscribe to my channel and leave a like under this video. Thank you! In today's video, I've prepared something that's sure to delight Genshin Impact fans. This time, I'm sketching Sucrose, one of the game's characters. I love her design, her soft color palette, and her charming, slightly shy personality. I decided to complete the entire sketch in advance. As many of you probably already know, this is often how I work. First, I refine the sketch, checking the proportions, anatomy, and details before transferring it to paper. This allows me to focus on what I enjoy most: coloring and bringing the character to life with art supplies. I've also finished the line art. Sucrose's outfit contains many small elements, decorations, and distinctive details, so I wanted to ensure that everything was clearly visible before I started coloring. This will ensure that I don't lose any of the tiny elements that make her design so recognizable as I continue working. Even at the line art stage, I was excited about the final result. This is one of those drawings where I could see the potential for a beautiful color palette right from the start. Mint, blue-green, gold accents and bright highlights are a combination that always catches my eye. I hope I will be able to capture all the charm of this character and create an illustration that you and I will both be happy with. For today's drawing, I used some of my favorite art supplies. I used Arrtx alcohol markers to create the base of the entire illustration. If you follow me regularly, you will know that I use them all the time. I love their pastel colors, how easily they blend, and how quickly they can cover larger areas. Thanks to them, I was able to efficiently lay down all the base colors and immediately give the illustration the right atmosphere. However, as is usually the case with my work, the markers themselves are just the beginning. Once the base was ready, I added depth and contrast, as well as all those little details that make the drawing look three-dimensional. For this, I used Woomer colored pencils, which I had also worked with before and which surprised me in a positive way. One of my favorite techniques is combining alcohol markers and colored pencils. The markers allow me to quickly establish the color scheme of the entire piece, while the colored pencils give me much greater color over shading, textures, and subtle tonal gradients. Thanks to this technique, I was able to deepen the shadows, highlight certain elements of Sucrose's outfit, and make the illustration more three-dimensional. I feel like these two mediums complement each other perfectly. Markers provide a smooth, even color base, while colored pencils allow me to add the fine details that are sometimes lacking when working with markers alone. That's exactly why I keep coming back to this combination, and all signs suggest that it will remain my favorite way to color in for a long time to come. I know things have been less active than usual on my channel lately. Some of you may have noticed that I've been posting videos less often and have been less active myself. However, the reason is quite simple. There's a lot going on in my life right now. One of these changes is work related. A while back, my fiance's mom found a job advert for a receptionist at a spa. I thought, what have I got to lose? I sent in my CV with little expectation because, as you know, these kinds of postings can be hit and miss. You send in your application and then spend the next week refreshing your phone and wondering if anyone has even read it. Much to my surprise, I received a phone call the very next morning. I was invited to an interview, which came as a huge surprise. I went to the meeting, got to know the place and the people, and have to admit that I had a very good feeling about it from the outset. Everything worked out so well in the end that I will be able to start working there right after my wedding. I'm really happy about this, as I think it will be a whole new chapter for me. I enjoy interacting with people and organizing things, and I hope I will fit in just as well there as I did in the hotel industry. Alright, the wedding! I can hardly believe it myself. There's less than a month to go until the wedding and reception. Seriously, even when I say it out loud, it still sounds a bit unreal. It feels like just yesterday that I was telling you about the engagement, choosing the venue, and making our initial plans. Now we are practically in the home stretch. That's the second, and actually the biggest, reason for my absence. The last few weeks have been filled with planning, paperwork, meetings, phone calls, shopping, and tying up loose ends. As you know, I used to organize weddings when I worked at a hotel. That experience has helped me to organize everything without losing my mind, but there's always something new to do. One moment I'm confirming the guest count, the next I'm finalizing details with vendors, picking up orders, buying extras, or checking if everything is ready. While it's stressful at times, it's also very exciting. The most amazing thing, though, is how quickly this time has flown by. I feel like I only met my fiancé yesterday. It seems like only yesterday that we had our first conversations, went on our first dates, and enjoyed our first outing together. And now, in the blink of an eye, he will be my husband. It's a strange feeling, but also incredibly beautiful. I think that's exactly why I found it so hard lately to find time to record regularly. Life has simply sped up. What's more, my friends are organizing my hen party, and to be honest, I don't even know where the time has gone. We'd only just started planning the wedding, and suddenly the hen to do it next week. The girls took care of everything, including renting a cottage where we can all spend the evening and night together. I'm really happy because I definitely prefer this kind of atmosphere to a loud party. You know, a quiet evening with close friends. Okay, lots of conversation and laughter and quality time together. I can already picture us sitting on the terrace or around a bonfire in the evening, chatting about everything and nothing, sharing old stories, and laughing at the things only women would understand. There will also be a picnic, good food, and probably lots of photos. After all, special occasions like this have to be captured. However, what I'm most excited about is simply having these girls here. As adults, it's becoming increasingly difficult to find the time to get together as a large group. We all have our own responsibilities, jobs, plans, and daily routines, which is why trips like this are so special. I also feel that this evening will be a symbolic moment to pause before the wedding madness begins. It's our last chance to sit down, take a breath, and spend time together before the big day. I won't lie, I'm really curious to see what else the girls have planned. I'm feeling a mix of nerves and excitement, but most of all, I can't wait. I have a feeling this will be one of those evenings that we'll remember for many years to come. But let's get back to the channel itself and the videos that will likely be posted after the wedding. Despite the chaos of wedding planning and everyday life, I still have plenty of ideas for new content. I already have a few outlines ready and waiting, and I would like to turn them into videos. As soon as I find a little more free time, I plan to gradually resume regular filming. New ideas are constantly popping into my head, and it would be a shame not to use them. I'm also thinking about starting a brand new series on my channel that would be a bit different from my usual drawings. I would like to create an outfit of the day series in which I would showcase my everyday outfits. The reason is very simple. For some time now, I felt that I always dress the same way. I open my wardrobe, look at my clothes, and automatically choose the same old outfits. While this is convenient, I'm starting to feel like I'm lacking a bit of creativity. I thought that since I can be creative on paper, it might be worth trying to bring that creativity into my everyday outfits. A project like this would motivate me to experiment with clothes, mix and match items so that would normally never be part of the same outfit, and step outside my fashion comfort zone. Moreover, it would be a fascinating keepsake. In a few years, it will be fun to look back at these posts and see how my style has changed, what clothes I was wearing, and what I considered fashionable or simply pretty. I have a feeling that every woman has a few such items of clothing in her wardrobe, patiently waiting for their chance to be worn. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. See you soon, bye!